Comfortable, luxurious, and advanced with a lot of features. The Cressida became a pioneer for luxury car makers from Europe such as BMW and Mercedes-Benz. The features of the car are timeless. Now, what are the timeless features from this Japanese car maker? Let's find out.
The Toyota Cressida is the fifth generation of the Model Mark II X70, which is manufactured from 1985 to 1988. The history of Toyota Cressida was it was the child of the Toyota Corona. This can be seen from the original name, Toyota Corona Mark II. Toyota Cressida has a special design style of the 80s car that is boxy. Now in Japan, Mark II has derivative model named Chaser and Cresta. For your info, the early three generations called the Toyota Corona Mark II. The fourth generation is from 1981 to 1984. This car with the X60 platform is manufactured in the form of a sedan, hardtop, and station wagon. The fifth generation was from 1985 to 1988. It came into Indonesia as a Cressida sedan GLXi with 6-cylinder engine, 1G, 2000 cc's. The seventh generation was from 1992 to 1996. Then, the Mark II was only for the Japanese domestic market. While the Cressida for export was no longer manufactured, the 8th generation from 1996 to 2000, this is the fastest model, the Mark II Tourer V with 2.5 liters turbo engine 1JZ GTE. The 9th generation was the last Mark II sedan, and after it was replaced by the Mark X. The station wagon of the Mark II Blit was still manufactured several years later and finally replaced by the Mark X Zio.
Hi, I'm Agus Saryadi. I'm Toyota Cressida enthusiast. I've been looking after this Cressida for almost 10 years. The reason to choose the Cressida GX71 is because of the comfortability, easy to maintain, and fun to drive. I'm also the member of the Cressida Community Indonesia, and last month I just appointed as a chairman of Cressida Community Indonesia. We have a regular program for the meeting with the all members of the Cressida community. Meet each other to discuss about the technical problem, about the organization, how to maintain and look after the Cressida in the right way, and we have been in Lampung for touring, Java especially, in Central Java, in Semarang, Salatiga. Until today, there has been like 200 something Cressida enthusiasts joined in our WhatsApp group. Maybe around 1,000 have joined in the Facebook.
Hey, Agus. Hey, Agus.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hey, good, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm here with Agus, the owner of this Toyota Cressida GX71, and this car looks great. Agus, I love this car, it looks great. Tell me, how did you get your hands on it and how long have you had it?
Okay, I bought this car in 2011. I bought it from the junkyard, and it took me 2 years to complete the restoration.
Wow, so you've had this car for 11 years,
Yes.
and it took you 2 years to complete the restoration
Yes.
until the way it is now.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to talk more and learn about it.
Yeah.
So August, you seem like you love classic cars, right? How many classic cars do you have, or what other cars do you have besides the Toyota Cressida?
I have 3 Japanese classic car, 1 Cressida and 2 Toyota Crowns.
1 Cressida, 2 Toyota Crowns.
Yes.
And why do you love them so much about Japanese classic cars?
Oh, well, because it is easy to maintain, comfortable, and you know it's easy to find the spare part.
The spare parts.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So August, I was doing some research about the Toyota Cressida, and I have some fun facts that
Okay.
maybe you guys didn't know. So the first fun fact that I have is that in Japan, the Toyota Mark II, because the Cressida isn't labeled or branded there in Japan, it's called the Mark II, is really popular. It's used by police vehicles, company fleet vehicles, as well as even taxi cabs. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very popular there.
Yeah, it is.
So the second fun fact that I have is that the Toyota Mark II in Japan is very modified to become the Bozuzoku. A lot of people use it for drifting.
Yep.
Were you aware of that?
Yeah, yeah. It's true.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So August, when I was doing my research, the third fun fact that I have for you is that the Toyota Cressida is the only car in its class to use a digital speedometer compared to other European car manufacturers of its class. Did you know that?
Yes, it is true. The digital speedometer is equipped in the Cressida built on start from 87, 88 until 89. But before that, they still use the analog system.
So the analog was from 85 to
Yep.
86.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting, right? Well, that's all the fun facts that I have for you. I'm sure you probably know a lot of that. To be honest, I can't wait to get to know the exterior, interior of this car. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Stay on Auto Day, and we'll be right back after this break.
The dimensions of the Toyota Cressida GX71 are 465 cm in length, 169 cm in width, and 141.5 cm in height. On the exterior, this old sedan has a luxurious and elegant display, same as the Toyota Crown Robot.
All right, guys, we're here with August, and I want to know what he's done with this car, right? As he mentioned earlier, it took him 2 years to kind of restore and modify this car. So I want to know everything that's going on the outside. So first off, August, I want to talk about what's going on the front here. What I really love is the lines, these body lines. It kind of adds a lot of kind of flavor. It doesn't make the car stiff. And this is overall kind of a good shape for the front of the car.
Yeah.
But then here we have the logo, which is the unique logo. This is the logo for the Cressida, right?
Yep.
There's not even a Toyota logo on here.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. We try as much as possible to restore this car to be back to the original. The line of the body, you know, the ornament, the hood ornament.
Yep.
We got it this. And then we keep everything in original shape, except the grille. I cut the inner side and I replaced with the elevator element.
What's the original grille supposed to look like?
It is like a square.
A lot of squares.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
But then this logo here is also original?
Yes, it is. It is
The
original.
Cressida logo
Yes,
original
yes,
here.
the same.
So from the grille, let's move on to the side lamps here, the headlights. So the headlights,
The headlight is still original. I keep it original, and also the side marker.
the side marker is also
Yes.
original
Yes.
from the car, so
Yes.
nothing modified there.
No.
What is the side marker for?
The side marker is to give the driver that the corner of the car is on that point.
So it kind of helps with like to see how far the car is up front.
Yes,
I
it
see.
is.
What about the bumper here? Is the bumper original?
Yes, it is. It is. I keep it in original.
And it's never been kind of used, hopefully, no accidents.
No, never.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
This car is really well kept, right? And for those who are maybe want to buy kind of their Toyota Cressida of their own, what kind of tips do you have for them if they want to kind of rebuy and modify the car? What tips would you have them to maintain or even repair the exterior of a car?
Yeah, with 35 years of age, it's very difficult to find the good condition of Cressida. So try as much as possible to get the good frame. So This is to avoid the spending money for the refurbish, like corrosion and painting. So this is the costly part of the refurbish.
So mainly just find a good frame.
Yes.
That's the important thing. Well, I'm very curious. I can't wait anymore. I want to see the engine, what's under this car. Do you mind opening up the
Okay. Yes.
front for me?
Of course.
Switching on engine parts, Toyota Cressida GX71 was mostly equipped with the engine type 1GE 2.0 liters, 6 cylinders in line with 12 valve SOHC. But with August's Cressida, it's already swapped with a Crown Robot engines with 6 cylinders.
All right, guys. Now we have the hood of this car open, and I want to talk more with Agus about what's going on under the hood. So Agus, what's original here, and what did you modify from this 1987 car?
Okay, I have modified the engine head.
Which is this?
Yes, which is this one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes, yes. So we still use the original crankcase on it. My aim is to increase the engine torque from the original one. The engine torque was 86 and now becoming like 127.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a significant increase from
Yes.
86 to 127.
Yep.
What about the CC on this thing, or horsepower?
The CC is still the same, 2.0 liters. So I mean, I still keep the original capacity of the engine.
And you said when you found this car, it was in the junkyard. So did you have to find a lot of kind of replacement things to repair it?
Yes, yes. I have to find everything and then to get back to original again. The coil, the engine parts that I have to search and everywhere.
So even though you had to repair and research everything again, but everything is almost original about the 1987 Cressida. What about any tips? Do you have any tips about maintaining the engine for people who want to use this Toyota Cressida on a daily basis?
It's like the other car that we have to maintain the car in regular basis. We have to look after. We have to check everything, the oil, especially the oil transmission, because it is like an old car that we have to focus on the engine and transmission. Once the engine oil is becoming like leaking or something, then from there you will start your problem. Yes.
But your car itself, this specific Toyota Cressida, does it have any problems on a daily basis or any diseases?
Now no more. But since I was having this, I have a lot of problem with the engine, with the electrical system, with the cooling system. That we have to fix it.
Yeah, because I imagine electrical systems for a car from the 80s is very hard to maintain,
Yes.
especially again if you found it in a junkyard to bring back to an original. All right, well, this is really cool. I think we talked a lot in detail about the engine. I can't wait to talk more about the side of this car. Come on with me. All right, Agus, so we're in the side of Agus's car, and again, everything looks really great even though it's a car that's 35 years old. I think, Agus, what I first want to point out, what catches the eye right away is the chrome lining, right?
Yep.
The windows have this chrome lining that goes all around.
Yep.
The handle is also chrome,
Yep.
including there's a chrome kind of silver lining here with the body molding. So is that all original? Did you need to modify or restore it?
Yes, they are all still original, and I keep it all in original look, except this mirror. This mirror color is black, so I painted with white. So I mean it's the same color with the frame.
Everything is chrome. This body molding over here comes all the way down this straight line, this nice line that smooths goes all around the body with this chrome windows here, comes all the way down here, including the rims of this car. Now, Agus, I want to ask you about the rims of this car, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What is the size? Is this original? And
Yes, it is original original rim from Toyota Cressida GX71. I only changed the wheel,
the size of the wheel.
Yes, the size of the wheel to become much bigger than the original one. It is 205, 70 and 14. I mean the diameter.
This wheel?
Yes.
What's the original wheel size supposed to be?
185.
185.
yes.
So you made it a lot bigger.
Yes, yes.
Very nice. All right, guys. Well, let's talk about the back of this car. Come on.
The Toyota Cressida owned by August today is the original elegant concept. That is, the concept to remain simple but maintain the authenticity of the car. There's a touch of modifications on the exterior, i.e. the unique looking backlights with the GDM style.
Alright guys, we're now in the back of this Toyota Cressida GX71 and we'll talk about what's going on back here, right? First off, let's start from the top, right? August, you can see the two lines here of the body that mimics the front part.
Yes.
This is original.
Original.
Keeps it
yes.
very nice. Again, it doesn't make it stiff and boxy. I like that.
True.
And then moving down here, we have the logo, right?
Yep.
The original logo of the Cressida.
It is.
So how many logos are there in the car?
Well,
Is it the three, the two in the front, one here?
The original one is one in the front and one in the back.
The original one's in the front, one in the back.
Yes. And I did up with the one in the hood.
Oh, you added the one in the hood.
Yes.
Okay. But then coming down here, right?
Yes.
So what's going on here with the lamps, the headlamps, and the license plate over there?
Okay, I used the Cresta rear lamp imported from Japan. As there is no available here in the market in Indonesia. So I bought it with the garnish, complete with garnish. But since our polish plate is too long, then it doesn't fit here. So I moved the polish plate down there, and then I just put, you know, like the modification of the plate with the GX71 and with the logo of the Cressida. And this is the type of the engine, yes.
So again, all the information of August's car is right here. 1GFE, that's the engine type.
Yep.
The GX71, again, is the car type.
Yep.
This is
and
the
this
Cressida
logo. Yes.
So the headlamp is GDM, yeah?
Yes, GDM.
GDM, again, because it's from Japan, that's why he moved the license plate from up here to down here. All right, guys, well, I think that ends the review of the exterior of the car. We're gonna take a short break. Make sure you stay on AUTODAY as next up, we'll review the inside of the car.
The advantage of a Toyota Cressida is clearly comfortable because this is a high-class mid-size sedan equivalent to a Toyota Camry today. The suspension is very soft and the interior is soundproof from the outside and deluxe.
Alright guys, we're inside of August's car here, this Toyota Cressida GX71. And again, everything looks great. We're going to talk about the interior here with August. First off, I want to talk off with the door trim, right August?
Okay.
This door trim, everything seems original, yeah, the original color,
Yes,
original
yes.
material. I love that there's the chrome lining here
Yep.
that follows through, as well as the kind of chrome door handle that follows on the outside, a replica on the inside as well.
Exactly.
Now you can see here that on the 80s, they already have electronic windows.
Yes.
And then let's move on to the kind of the dashboard and the panel over here. Where the dashboard is a soft touch. And again, everything is more or less original.
So this is the reason I chose the Toyota Cressida with a lot of features in the 90s, and it's look great.
And the door trim color of the red complements the seat covers of the red.
Yeah.
And the seat cover is also original?
Still original, yes.
Seat's also
Keep it
original.
original, yeah.
Did you need to do any like modification? Because again, it sits very well.
No, it's you know, like this is a 35 years old seat cover that still, you know, like it looks, you know, like the color still appearance the good looking, and you just wipe and, you know, like using the vacuum cleaner.
Just using vacuum
to
cleaner
clean it,
keeps it
yes.
nice and clean. So again, the red is everywhere here, from the panel to the seat covering to the middle to the floor even. The floor is also red, right?
Yeah.
The floor covering is also red. And again, you follow it all the way up here. Up here is also red,
red,
right?
yes.
So again, even for a car from, you know, 87, right? There's the digital clock here that complements the digital speedometer here, right?
Yeah.
So you have the speed up here, you have the odometer here, you have the fuel gauge, and those the RPM,
yeah.
and then the temperature gauge. So coming on here for the steering wheel, right? The steering wheel feels nice and big, this grip. I like it, touches well. There's the horn here with the Cressida logo again right here, right? And then there's the two holding here. The steering wheel, you added a cover here, yeah?
Yes, the steering wheel is the original one, but I covered it with the classic look leather cover.
Which is really nice. I think it gives it a good grip.
Yep.
So from the steering wheel, let's move down to the transmission, right?
Yeah.
This is the automatic transmission gear,
Yes.
and this is the original from the 1987
Yes, it is the
manufacturer.
original one. Yeah.
So again, back in the day, automatic wasn't even really a big thing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the new invention of the car at the time.
All right.
Yes.
Well, all right, guys. I can't wait any longer. I want to take this car for a test drive. How about we take it for a test drive? Is that good?
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Again, usually a lot of the cars I review are manual, so it feels weird to have a free hand here because this one's automatic.
Yes, yes, and this is the conventional transmission built in 80s. You know, and this has been developed nowadays to become a modern transmission of the car.
Overall, I think, again, having driven this for a couple minutes, I think it's really good. It gives a good first impression. It's very comfortable, right?
Yeah, and this is the one of the most comfortable Japanese car built in that time. Good suspension system. I mean, compared with the European suspension system, it's different suspension. I mean, in terms of design, but I mean, overall, this is good suspension as well.
The suspension is nice. We haven't really got any big speed bumps, but
Yep.
again, I think overall it still sits pretty well because again, you mentioned you haven't really changed or modified much about the suspension, right?
No.
So I'm pulling a U-turn here. Turning is also very easy
Yeah.
because it has power steering, which is another feature that's way ahead of its time in the 80s.
Yeah, it's true. It's not too many cars at the time equipped with the power steering. This is the reason why I choose Cressida with a lot of feature in it, electrical.
Because again, you mentioned the sound of the engine, and again, I personally don't really hear it that much.
Yes.
I hear a sound, but again, it's just like a normal engine sound.
Yes,
So
this is the
overall-
normal. This is the normal engine for the conventional engine. I mean, compared with the modern car, that you cannot hear
Yep.
engine
Very
engine
quiet
sound.
nowadays.
Yes, and this is the art of the conventional engine, and you will miss it when you don't drive for a few days, for example. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, you miss the sound of the engine if you don't drive
Correct.
for a few days.
Yes.
That's true. So tell me, what's the gas mileage on this thing?
Okay, the fuel consumption, according to the manufacturer manual, it is 1 liter for 8 or 9 kilometers, more or less. It depends on how you drive, the condition of the traffic.
So you mentioned it was 1 liter for
8 or 9.
8 or 9 kilometers. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. So what are some things that if I were to buy or somebody else viewing were to buy, what are some things that you need to pay attention when you're doing a test
Okay.
drive or looking at the car?
Okay, you can check with the engine just to make sure that the engine has a good condition, good setting. Some people they change with the carburetor because they, it is a hassle to have a problem with the fuel nozzle
Yep,
and the fuel injection and etc. So I mean, you have to make sure that engine airframe is in good condition. And also, if the transmission is in the automatic, you have to make sure that automatic transmission is working normal.
Now let's talk about the pricing and the cost of this, right? So after you find one, you test drive it, what's usually the price range for a Toyota Cressida
Okay,
nowadays?
for the mint condition or good condition,
Yep.
you can spend for 50 million rupiah.
50 million rupiah
Yes.
for mint condition.
Yes.
Not much work.
But if it's not working, I mean, you find in the scrap yard or the car is in the yard, where you can ask maybe for 5 or 10 million rupiah.
So 5 million, 10 million rupiah, but
Yeah.
then you'll need to do a lot of work on it.
Yes, of
Because
course.
it's from the
Yes,
scrapyard.
yes, of course.
How about yourself? If somebody were to offer you money for this car, would you sell it?
It depends. If they want it, then we can discuss about it. I've been falling in love with Cressida, and
Yeah.
I believe I will find another Cressida.
But tell me about the taxes on this thing. So if I were to get one, what's the yearly taxes that are due on a Toyota Cressida?
Okay, it depends on the area where we have to pay the tax. They pay for 500,000, and different area, for example like Jakarta, they pay almost 1 million rupiah a year.
So 500,000 to 1 million rupiah per year.
Yes, correct.
So say I buy a Toyota Cressida, I need to get work done on it. And you mentioned I can find a lot of spare parts online, but where's the mechanic or the shop
Okay.
to bring it to the garage?
All right. In our community, we always discuss everything about the technical problem. We have a recommended garage and very loyal to Cressida community, and they will help you.
Well, thanks for letting me drive your Cressida, August. It was really great. So if you guys are looking for a car that's comfortable, luxurious, and advanced with a lot of features, why buy something new? The Cressida could be a good option for you. That wraps up today's episode of AUTODAY. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye now.